Guys, on today's episode, it got a little spicy, a little salty, and she threw me under the bus.
He actually let me fall and break my wrist.
Oh, stay tuned.
We're wacky right now.
And we're back, guys. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of #AskLiveLeanTV. This is episode number 15. And we are rocking and rolling. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. We got some good questions coming in. We actually, we don't know what questions are coming. Caro,
we haven't read them yet.
Helps us out. She finds the questions for us. She sends them to us. And if you guys don't know who Caro is, she's our employee that we hired full-time for LiveLeanTV to help serve you guys better. So everybody say,
that's all of our
what's up, Caro? You're doing an awesome job.
It's great. It's going to be fun. It's going to get crazy.
So are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. And by the way, we're 9 months pregnant right now, so my water could break at any moment.
Yes. If I feel like drippy going on down there, we'll just leave the camera rolling. We'll have to go, but Bruno back there can take over on the show and answer all your questions.
He'll talk to you guys.
All right, guys, let's jump right into it. First question from Twitter is from @WinstonLover, Mandy Clark, says, what is your most embarrassing gym fail? Here is mine. T-bar row accident. So she actually included a photo.
Oh, she bumped her head with the...
Oh, there. I was looking at where's the accident, but so a T-bar row.
That's funny.
So if it's a row, you had been going up pretty high to hit your forehead.
Maybe her head was down all the way.
Going beast mode there.
Like maybe her chin was tucked down.
I can see if it's a wide grip lat pull down where you just get a little bit too close to your head and you hit it, but a T-bar row, that's coming way up. Not to make funny and make you feel even worse, but that is some funny stuff. I know what your I know.
You know what mine is?
Definitely.
What?
I
thought it was something before I even met you.
No,
I think I have
you guys have all seen what her number one fail is.
What did I do? What did I do?
Don't you remember when you broke a bone?
Oh, yeah. But that was more of that wasn't embarrassing. That was awful.
That was a fail. So if you guys missed this was back in 2013, I think. We were, this was in LA, but this was before we were in LA.
Yeah, we were visiting on vacation.
It was our second trip to Gold's Gym Venice, which is our current home gym.
Was it our second time?
And you guys know the world famous green wall that's there that everyone gets photos in front of. The pull-up bar is there, and I'll just let you tell the story.
No, you don't have to tell it. Just link to the video because you freaking published a video of it happening.
So she broke her wrist because somebody was too busy with the camera and he couldn't catch me. Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, you recorded it instead of catching my phone.
So she tells me to record it. So I record it, and then she goes up on a pull-up bar and presses off the wall. And it's my fault. Okay, we're moving on. You're gonna have to go watch the video.
I never said it was your fault. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Okay. You're getting me riled. Yeah.
But I've had some other ones. I fell off a treadmill one time. That was really embarrassing. I also bumped my head on a barbell one time when I was I think I was trying to re-rack it after doing some squats or something, and it was too heavy for me or something, so I went up like this to kind of turn it up real quick, and then I just kind of fell backwards. So embarrassing.
I still can't believe you just said that was my fault for doing that. I couldn't catch it. She asked me to film it for her.
I didn't say the break was your fault.
And she told me to publish the video. But it's all coming.
I didn't tell
it's
you
all
to
coming back
publish
to me
it.
that this is my fault.
I allowed you to publish it. I didn't say publish it. He's just I'm gonna publish this, and I was
Anyway, guys, go watch the video. We'll link it up below. And my fault.
Oh my God, I'm never gonna live this down.
Story of my life.
I did not say that. Rewind the freaking video, and you see what I said.
You just said that I should have caught you, but I was too busy filming because you asked me to film.
Okay.
My most embarrassing thing, I don't even really have anything like that. Mine was, I think I farted once.
What?
When you're trying to pull.
Once? Once in your life?
When you're trying to push out that last rep. What was it?
Ooh, was it loud?
What was it? I'm trying to think of the exercise it was on. I think it was a funny style exercise too, where someone was close by spotting me or something, and so that was mine. I mean, nothing too serious, but
that's embarrassing though.
But good question. Next question.
I've had lots of times where I like lose my balance or fall off something, and then I just like look around real quick.
Yeah, like I know I have better stuff than that, but I just can't think of it right now.
You'll think of something. All right, Dex2Real says on Snapchat, what is your opinion on taking a super greens powder? Is it worth the money?
Good question. We've been getting a lot of questions on greens powder because we take a greens powder. I do one, she does one, and a lot of people have been noticing that we actually take different brands of greens powder, and I guess we should just tell
I just got a new one.
We should just tell the story because we've been saying how
we keep telling it to people individually, so we'll just tell you guys as a
So I've been working with a greens company since 2013 or so because I was looking for something a supplement that can actually help fulfill your needs if you're not on point with your greens. And as a lot of people who travel, I was traveling a lot, I was getting sick when I was traveling because I wasn't eating that well. And when I tried this greens powder, it was I was still not eating the best food while I was traveling, but I would take the greens powder and I would feel like I wouldn't get sick at all.
Well, it's like a vitamin, basically.
And it's got
a whole bunch of vitamins,
superfoods in it, all kinds of stuff. So your question is, what's our opinion on it? If it fits your budget, I would say that this kind of greens powder is at the top of the list of supplements.
It's not the cheapest of supplements.
It's not.
That's why you say if your budget can fit it, because it's kind of pricey. But it's your health.
But I would be save your
health supplement.
Stop buying all these. Fat burner 2000 and
or how about alcohol?
Muscle mass gainer.
Alcohol out of your diet and start
muscle mass gainer 36,000. All those things. Stop buying those and focus on health supplements. I mean, I gotta be honest. In the beginning, when I was starting my journey, I fell for all that stuff with the supplements.
You thought you needed everything that GNC sells.
Yeah, I was going for the quick fix things, and then quickly realized when I bought them and did fit them into my budget, I didn't see that much of a change.
What kind of change do you think someone would see taking greens?
You just feel more. And I took a drink of greens before this show.
Now, I know.
My energy's up.
One, actually.
And because we had pizza today,
and you were thinking about having a coffee, but since it's 8 o'clock at night now, I was like, oh, it's a bit late for a coffee, so you took a greens instead because it does give you that sort of it's not a caffeine buzz, but it's like a jolt.
So we had pizza today, and I was feeling gross after pizza. And what do I do when I feel gross after eating a cheat meal? I take a greens powder and I feel fine now. I feel I don't feel greasy anymore. I don't feel that's sitting in my gut. So it works for me. And when it comes to supplements, what I focus more on now is health supplements. So vitamins, minerals, and greens powder, and it's all in there. So just to get back to the story about why we take different ones, I take Athletic Greens. We'll link it up down below because I've been working with them for so long and I like the product. And
I take Organifi green juice. A friend of mine sent it to me because they started the company in San Diego. I know the owners of the company, so they hooked me up, and I really like it so far. I like the taste of it.
Yeah, it's good.
But honestly, it's very similar to Athletic Greens.
It's good.
Very similar.
It's good too. I've been trying it, and it's not to say that
you like it.
Yeah, no, I do like it. It's good.
It has mint in it, which Athletic Greens doesn't really have.
It has coconut
taste.
in it as well, and it's a decent thing. So anyway, to get back to your question, I recommend a greens powder. I like it. If you can afford it, you can fit it in. We'll share the links to what we have, and I think the Athletic Greens, I think there's a 50% promo on, depending on when you watch it. You could get that, and we'll put a link there.
I actually have links, for if you guys want to try free Organifi, hit me up or right in the comment section below, and I'll hook you guys up with a link for.
Well, we'll put the link down below.
Yeah, I'll just put it there.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to ask. Just put it there.
Welcome to the internet.
I know.
All right.
I'm send me a text message.
Yeah. Call me on the phone and I'll
write me a letter.
All right. Fax me.
I'll get it next month.
Send a telegram.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The other thing I really like about Organifi is the to-go packs, because I put them in my purse. They're purse friendly. And then if I ever go out of town for the weekend or whatever, it's easy to take it with you instead of an entire container.
And it's not to say this is replacing eating salad and eating greens.
No,
it's just, once again, it's a supplement. It supplements the foods that you eat.
Honestly, for me, it kind of replaces an energy drink. Instead of having coffee like you just did, have a greens drink.
Yeah,
so I think the energy boost is real.
Yeah.
And if you're struggling to get, it's real. If you're struggling to get off coffee or caffeine, then replacing it with a green supplement like that is a really good strategy.
Okay, next question is Twitter, Cisco Balls. He said, I've seen all your videos. The Costco food haul is great. How much of it is staples and how much of it is impulse? That's good.
Impulse.
Good question.
Yeah. We don't do a lot of impulse
We
buying,
don't.
yeah.
Like, we basically have, like you said, staples.
Yeah.
Where when we walk in there, we know exactly where everything is that we need to get.
Our
like,
regulars.
Okay, here's the frozen fruits that we get. It's
It
like
doesn't vary that much.
frozen chicken, like it's
We go to all our sections, like it's very kind of like strategic.
yeah, and like I'm the type of guy when I'm grocery shopping, I like to go down all the aisles.
Yeah, you do. Go
And
down
you
all
don't.
I don't. I
But
just want to hit the parts that I need.
But the reason why I like doing that at Costco is because Costco brings in like they do test
change,
trials,
yeah.
and so they'll bring in stuff every once in a while, and so I don't want to miss anything. Like they didn't have macadamia nuts for a while, and then all of a sudden they did, and I was like, when I found it, I was like, yes. And if I would never have gone down that aisle, I wouldn't have seen it because they don't actually keep it with the other nuts for some reason. Which
I know. Like,
I don't know
sometimes
why.
things are in different sections, and sometimes they have mangoes, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
And it's like so certain things you have to like check for periodically, but for the most part, like most of the things we buy are staples that they always have, and we know exactly where to find them and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
But we don't do all of our shopping exclusively at Costco. We get stuff from like Ralph's and other stores too. But yeah, like our groceries don't change dramatically from week to week. Like it's mostly the same stuff. And every time I'm going to the store, I ask him, I'm like, you need anything special? And he's like, same.
Yeah.
Like eggs, arugula, like
blueberries.
Chicken. Yeah, exactly.
And it's not to say that our diet is boring. It's just we mix it up. Like the spices add a lot of different flavors in there, and just
we eat different meals every day, but with the same ingredients. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and
because we season it and cook it differently, and sometimes we do have to buy something specialty like sesame oil or whatever, but it's not.
But that's
like
a one
every
time,
trip.
and you have it for a while.
Yeah. So hopefully that helps answer your question on that. Moth Monster on Snapchat says, hello, just wondering, it's like, hello, just wondering if, I love the use of emojis here.
Yeah.
If goat cheese is good for the health and a good sub for cow cheese.
I love people who use emojis
cute.
too. It's like I feel like in 20 years, like emojis are gonna take over all forms of writing.
Yeah, we won't even use letters
and everybody's like, that's like we're becoming stupid, but that's how we actually originated.
It's more efficient.
They were writing on the walls in like ancient like times before there was written word.
Just put a cow head.
So anyway, that's a little off topic, but goat cheese is good for health or good sub for cow. Yeah, so goat cheese, I don't do goat cheese. I have in the past.
I don't do cheese, period.
Yeah.
Really, except for pizza.
But goat cheese is actually a good alternative for cow cheese because I think to some people it's easier on the digestive system.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why you may have maybe you're asking this because you may have heard that goat cheese is better. I think it's more just from a digestion standpoint that it's better.
Yeah, people who have lactose intolerance to cow products can usually get away with goat products because they have a different enzyme or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but yeah, if you like love cheese and you need to have cheese in your life, but you can't tolerate the cow cheese.
But I mean, goat cheese is so much different than
it tastes
regular cheese, and the texture is different. Like so.
Well, they have different types of goat cheese.
Oh, do they?
Like you can get goat Gouda or goat cheddar.
Yeah, I'm just used to the goat that's like creamy or like it's not like shredded.
It's more like cream cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't
different than
you wouldn't
cheese.
like throw that on nachos like because it's not the same. But maybe
I'm sure some restaurants make goat cheese nachos. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, cheese is not a part of our regular diet. It's in there once in a while. All right. Do you not like this question or what? It's your turn.
Okay. Yeah. I love this question. It's from Labrina Jameson.
Labrina. Wait, why are we laughing? What's funny about that?
Because it's a anagram of LeBron James.
Oh.
Labrina Jameson. From @hoopsmagoops on Twitter. Says, any trick to keep my greens that are in the plastic containers from getting so wet and soggy after opening? It's a good question. Like salad, like lettuce.
Oh yeah,
like you know, like we're kind of coming close to that right now with the arugula that's in the fridge.
Oh really? Oh, because we got a giant box of arugula like this big.
No, not that one. The other smaller one.
Oh, the smaller one. Yeah, it's maybe a week old now. Yeah. So tips to stop them from getting wet and soggy. eat them faster.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, eat it faster.
Here's my tip, is not necessarily to answer your question, but when you do notice them starting to get that way, fire them in a smoothie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or cook.
We're so insane.
You could cook them, yeah.
You could also, throw them into an omelet or something.
Yeah, you and me, boo. Like this.
Like this.
Like this.
So those would be my tips, but I don't think there's like any scientific way of slowing down the...
Oh, I know. I think that there's like certain things you can put in your fridge. It's not baking soda, but something like that will keep your vegetables longer.
Yeah, and there's also a plastic bag.
Yeah, certain bags that
you can wrap it in.
I've seen infomercials.
I can't speak from experience that they work.
Yeah.
But you can check that out. But I would honestly just eat them faster.
What we do is just eat them.
Eat them faster. I mean,
and if you're not going through, like if you're getting a regular sized container of greens and you can't go through it fast enough, you're not eating enough greens.
Yeah, it's true. Even if you're like solo, like you should.
Yeah, even by yourself.
When I was by myself, I was going through those things.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, and that's like one of those items, like I was saying with the Costco haul, that we'll stop at Ralph's and stuff throughout the week just for like little stuff.
Out.
It's always the greens, right?
Even though we buy the big ass bags of it at Costco, we still run out before everything else.
Because we eat so many freaking greens, and like granted, there's 2 of us here, but still, like that's a lot of greens.
Mm-hmm.
Like we probably go through one of those small boxes like every 2 days. So that's the answer. Okay, Dex Too Real again, my bro. What is the average steps you take in a day?
I don't know.
We don't wear activity trackers.
I mean, I have
thousands for sure.
No, I have. Like I'm definitely. Like, I would say I'm above the 10,000 average is what they...
I would say I'm above average.
What they say.
You are above average.
Oh, she's being nice to me now since
I know,
she was so
bad
rude to me in the beginning. But thank you for that apology.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I would say like 10,000 plus, but not too much.
At least 10,000. For you especially.
When I was living in Toronto, definitely had more steps. Like I would have loved to see how many steps, because I was living downtown, so I walked everywhere. And like now when I'm in LA, and like LA is like, nobody walks in LA, bro. It's like you gotta drive everywhere because it's like it's just the city's so sprawled out.
But you know what's weird about the steps thing that I don't really like about counting steps is like push-ups not a step.
Yeah, it's true.
It's still exercise. Like how many exercises do you do every day that are not?
I'm squatting like 375 pounds, and that's only like not even a step.
Right. You don't even get one step for that.
Yeah.
So I just feel like as much as I like that people are paying more attention to how much they're walking every day and being active every day, it's not like a super accurate number. And just because you're getting steps doesn't mean you're going to be super
but
fit,
it is a very simple and easy, and it's a good metric. Like let's be honest, if more people walked, this place would be like a healthier.
The planet would be leaner.
It would, honestly, it would. Like it's such a simple thing, and I've done videos on this before. Like the one easy thing you could be doing to lose more weight, and it's like walk.
I know, freaking get out.
Sorry that I like built it up and then I gave this obvious answer, but it's like I need to get your attention because it's that simple and no one is doing it.
I know. It's unfortunate. So many of the answers in life are like too simple.
Yeah, they're just not sexy enough.
Yeah, because nobody believes it because it's too simple.
All right, next question on Twitter from Kat Zinski, at ZinskiCat. Is it normal to be super hungry after workout days? I don't know if my body is telling me to feed or it's just cravings.
Oh.
Get that afterburn, I think.
Absolutely. And yes, that is normal and healthy and good. And part of the reason why working out helps you live lean.
Because it's like, it's spiking metabolism.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely, is it normal to be super hungry? Definitely, like you're gonna notice if you have like a heavy leg day, you're gonna be way more hungry than if you just have a walk around the
Absolutely. And you'll notice if you just like lounge around for a couple of days, like say you are injured or sick or whatever, you lose your appetite.
But you ask, is it telling me to feed it or is it just cravings? So it's like, yes, we want you to feed it, but we don't want you to be like
you can't use it as an excuse to binge eat or like completely blow out your calories.
Yeah, but I would recommend that if it is like a heavy leg day that you're feeling it on, like that is a good day to have a pizza.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, yeah.
Because your body is, just needs more nutrients in it, so that's a good way to do it.
But you wouldn't want to have a pizza after every workout because that's not going to work out for you.
I do. I want a pizza after every workout.
Well, you want, but you don't have.
No.
It's different.
Honestly,
you're allowed to want whatever you want.
I have pizza, like we had our pizza today, and I feel good for another week, because I don't just have one little mini slice of like this healthified pizza. Like, no, we had Domino's pizza.
But if I were to offer you another pizza tomorrow, do you think you would eat it?
No.
If it was right in front of you now?
Maybe tomorrow night, like give me 24 hours maybe. Man. But I don't.
We were kind of discussing recently, like, at the point we're at with living lean, like how many cheat meals per week would it take for us to really notice a backslide, Remember when we had that conversation? And you were saying like you think maybe you could get away with 2, 3
Well,
per week.
I think at my body fat percentage and my workout styles and everything, that I could get away with a full cheat day. Yeah. So that would mean like 3 to 4 cheat. Everything I eat on a Sunday could be a cheat.
Oh, you'd feel like.
And I think I could get away with that. But then if you break that down, it's like, okay, well maybe if you just rather than having it all in one day, you just had one cheat meal every second day. Yeah. So. But
even still, I just feel like that would mess with your head. Like you'd start to feel like you're not healthy anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
what was the question again?
Good. Honestly, I don't know.
It wasn't about cheat meals. But
it was about cravings after workouts.
Yeah, so we went off on a tangent there. It's that greens drink. We're getting all, energy is all crazy.
Personal. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to Carlos Ferreiro. Sorry. Okay, so what's up, Brad? Man, I love you guys. So inspiring. Awesome. We love you too. Do you use any skincare products? Like you, I live in a hot place down south of Mexico and I struggle with my skincare. Any recommendations?
Skincare, I personally don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I mean, does moisturizer
like
considered?
Moisturizer
I never wash my face with soap.
Yeah, you don't. But you wash your body with soap.
I wash my body with soap.
He's talking about face care. He says
skincare. Yeah. Okay.
General.
So I use a body wash that's totally organic. Dr. Bronner's
organic soap.
So I don't. Because I mean, if you guys watch the video, I'll link it up again. I know I've talked about this video before, but the chemicals in in skin products.
And there's a lot of nasty chemicals.
A lot of xenoesters in there that, your skin is like
your biggest organ.
Yeah, and we're just putting things on it, so it's not
so absorbent.
Living lean is not just about putting the foods in your mouth. It's like, what are you putting on your skin and everything?
Because it leaches in.
Yeah, so I do that for body wash. I just don't wash my face because growing up as a kid, I had I didn't have good skin. Like I had bad acne, and it was really.
It wasn't severe, right?
It wasn't severe, but it really hit me hard as a kid. I was really self-conscious about it, which was one of the reasons why I had a lower self-confidence as a kid. And I did all the things I possibly could. I used all those astringents on my face. I used all those soaps.
Benzoyl peroxide.
Yes, all that stuff, and it just dried my skin out, and I just
flaky.
Oh yeah, it was the most uncomfortable thing. So. Ever since I got my diet in check, to be 100% transparent, my skin totally cleared up.
That's amazing.
It's all about the food that I ate. Like
when you stopped eating fast food and alcohol
and drinking milk and sugar,
white bread and
all that, my skin cleared up, and I never have breakouts anymore. And I don't.
And you don't even do anything.
And I don't use soap. Yeah. But I moisturize every single day, and it's just because when I get out of the shower, my face feels dry if I don't. So I moisturize every day.
You just use like Aveeno lotion.
And I'm very careful not to put oils on my face. And like the shaving cream that I use is all organic, like natural stuff as well. So I keep it pretty clean.
You don't even use shaving cream anymore. I was just like, when was the last time you even used shaving cream? I
was thinking I might shave this.
He's a very low maintenance dude.
Yeah.
Very low maintenance. But I know some guys have like a medicine cabinet full of like man face products and stuff. He doesn't have any.
No, I keep it real, homies.
He's just naturally beautiful. But I don't know about like skincare issues. Like, what can you do to fix it? I guess your advice is like clean up your diet.
Well, he doesn't say what to do to fix it. it's...
Well, he says he struggles with
Okay, so honestly, I would try to, if you're drinking a lot of dairy or you're eating a lot of dairy, I would remove that. I would remove grains from your diet as well. See how that goes.
Sugars.
And I don't just mean for one day and be like, oh, my didn't clear up, so I guess dairy's not the problem. Like, I'm talking like
it needs to be
30 days.
longer,
yeah, like clean it up, see what happens. And
go strict in the beginning,
maybe
and then you
stop,
can have cheat meals later.
Maybe stop actually washing your face with soap too. I mean, it depends on your skin. Like my skin is probably different than yours. Maybe more oily, maybe less oily. But just try up different things. That's what.
Also, we don't know your age, but like as you mature, things tend to clear up too.
Yeah.
Like I had acne throughout my whole 20s, basically.
Yeah, I kind of did too. Like.
Was it your whole 20s?
No, not whole 20s, but it was like
20s?
because I kick-started my health like when I was 24-ish.
Yeah.
So like after that, it started to clear up.
See, but I like started getting healthy around like 22, 23, but I still had it all the way up until like 29. You know, I'm 31 now, but it's not always diet related.
But females are different though because you guys are putting makeup on your face, which makes it worse.
Yeah. But I still wear makeup and I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know what, sometimes it's just an age related thing and over time, like things can clear up naturally. A lot of it is hormonal. Like, so maybe I had like raging estrogen and stuff. Although now I'm pregnant, I probably have the most estrogen of my life right now, but I don't know, it's complicated, but we're not really skincare experts, but hopefully that helped. All right, moving on to Ash Schultz 13 on Snapchat. I've been eating well for about a year, and then a few months ago I fell off the wagon and I'm having trouble getting back on. It has to do with lack of willpower and indulging a little too much. Mm-hmm. Do you have any advice to help get back on track? I'm having trouble finding motivation.
Okay, like I've talked about this.
I just did a video on this.
So much, yeah. I'm gonna look right into the camera and ask you, why is it important for you to get back on track? Dramatic pause. I'm being 100% serious. Why? Why does it matter to you?
Say it out loud, girl.
Why? No, think about it right now. And it's not just for you, it's for every single one of you guys. Why does this matter to you? Why are you watching our videos? What is it about what we're doing or what you want to change in your life? Why is that important to you? Until you can answer that question, it's never going to become a lifestyle for you.
Right.
Boom, drop the mic.
All right, we're done, we're out of here, let's leave.
No, like I don't want to be cheesy, guys, but it's like I wrote an entire book about this. Think and Live Lean. So many of you guys have picked it up and I love it and I'm loving all the response. So I'm assuming you haven't picked that up yet because that is what the entire book is about. It's about finding your why and about changing your mindset that this isn't just a like 30-day fast or 30-day
or on the
clean,
wagon, off the wagon.
On the wagon, off the wagon. It's like, no, we're gonna figure out why this matters to us and we're gonna take the necessary steps to create the behaviors and the habits to make this a lifestyle. We were talking today, like, I forget what we were talking about, but it was like, we were talking about if I could add on the fat from our last video.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I could because everything I do is so ingrained into my everyday that it would be like doing a complete transformation on me in a negative way to get out of the habits that are so ingrained in me. Mm-hmm. Like going to the gym, having healthy foods.
So yeah, what you're saying is that you don't need motivation now because it's so habitual. It is the way we live, it just is our normal life. So if you have to ask how to get motivation, then it just goes to show you haven't found the reason.
Telling you guys this, I do not make a lot of money off of these book sales. I'll be 100% honest with you. This was a 100% passion project for me. Go pick up the damn book and read it, or it's on audiobook as well, that you can listen to it in the car. You can listen to it on your iPhone when you're going for your walks, your workouts. Do it. Yes. I promise you, it's going to help you get the motivation to change.
Mm-hmm. We'll keep it forever, and then there's no such thing as on or off the wagon.
Whew, I feel all Tony Robbins right now. We actually just finished watching Tony Robbins on Netflix there. Yeah. And I think that was a little inspiration came out of me there, but it's so
powerful
true.
Stuff.
Last question of this episode is from Sarah Smile 1984 on Snapchat. Says, hey guys, my question is it possible to burn fat, lose weight, and gain muscle at the same time? Thanks for the vids.
Yeah, it's funny how she says burn fat in parentheses lose weight, because that's fat burn is not always weight loss. Tricky, I know. Mm-hmm. It is tricky.
It kind of answers the question.
Right, because as you're gaining muscle, you're also burning fat because muscle burns fat because it's more metabolically expensive. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's too simplistic. Muscle burns fat. Muscle doesn't burn fat. What happens is when you create muscle, you raise your metabolism, which helps you burn fat naturally, assuming that your diet is not also in a crazy surplus. Because it is possible to gain muscle and gain fat at the same time. So, yes, this is possible. A lot of things are possible.
This is what we call body recomposition.
Yes.
So it's not like if your goal is like 100% muscle building and it's like what you want to do, then yes, you're going to gain a little bit of fat with that.
Well, if you're in an over surplus.
Yeah,
like
but that's what I'm saying. Like if your muscle building is like your prime goal, like I need to get bigger.
Then you might as well be in an excessive surplus because you don't care if you have a little bit of fat.
And if you want to lose weight, it's like I need to lose weight, then you could potentially burn into muscle. But when we come into body recomp mode, that's where we're in a slight surplus or we're in a slight deficit. And we can still kind of accomplish both things at one time, but it's not going to be as dramatic,
quick,
as if you were, but that's the story of my career my fitness journey it was a slow progress over a long period of time. Like I was in like body recomp mode most of the time. I was never in like a bulk mode. I've never done a real physical bulk.
Yeah.
I've never done like a fat or a cut,
like a puffy,
like a total cut phase where
shred up,
like I'm getting stage ready that, like for a long period of time.
No.
Mine's just been like a body recomp. So yes, it is possible, but it's difficult to do. But with the right programming and the right meal planning, it can work. And I would recommend to you Live Lean Afterburn because that's why I designed that program. It's in that recomp phase.
I've done them all. I've done the nasty bulking. I've done the severe cutting. And then finally when I met Brad, I was like, oh.
It's so funny how it's like, you would think the dude would be the guy going
I know, right? I'm more of the bro between the two
Little
of
Miss
us.
Princess over there.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like it's probably hard for you guys all to imagine me on like a dirty bulk. But I so was on one in like 2007.
That is funny.
It's embarrassing, but you know what's good about it is how much I learned, and like I learned exactly what not to do and what things don't work.
Yeah,
and I'll just tell you guys right now that taking the extreme approach on anything in fitness is never the right answer.
Not worth it. In our opinion, you're going to hear other people say it.
Right,
but
everyone's entitled to their opinions, but we have been doing this for a lot of years now. We have a lot of experience, especially with working with clients and figuring things out, not only through our experience, but through seeing things through our clients' experience. And we can tell you're much better off if you can see the long-term vision and set your goals on living lean for life instead of just trying to get it shredded really quick.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's another episode. Thank you so much for staying with us all the way to the end of this. I like to think the end is the best part, so make sure you watch. We always throw in little nuggets there at the end, like little funny things like last weekend. But that's it.
Question of the day?
Yeah, it's your turn. I think.
Question for you guys? Yeah, I think it is my turn. I would like to know, I'm not going to ask about your reason why or motivation or anything. I think we've already been down that road. Let's make it a little bit more fun.
Oh, she's stalling.
Yeah. If you could only do one type of workout for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
What does that mean?
One type of workout.
Well, what's a type of workout?
Like if it was CrossFit or Pilates or a spin class or weightlifting or swimming, like what would you choose?
There you go. Put your answer down below. Thanks for watching, guys. And
thank you. Living lean.
Boy.
Thumbnail time.
We're gonna do this again. She made me do it. She told me not to catch her.
I'm joking.
It's a good one.